Yeah, we have this question. Determine the Laplace transform of the given function using table 7.1 and the properties of the transform given in table 7.2. Okay, without wasting time, let's dive into the solution. Number one, Laplace of the function. Okay, once you write the Laplace, you put the x domain after the question. Have the Laplace of sum of functions. The Laplace of sum of functions will be equal to what? Laplace of each of those functions. Okay? And then the Laplace of t squared will be 2 factorial over x 2 plus 1. Then this one, when you have exponential with a sign, it's going to be the coefficient of your t is 2 here. So it will be numerator. And then x minus the attachment to your t is 1 here. Then plus what? Whatever you have here, you square that. And that finished the work. Okay? Then for the final algebra, these 2 factorial mean 2 times 1. And then 2 plus 1, that's 3. Then plus 2 over x minus 1 squared plus 4. And that finished question 1. We have Laplace of 3t squared minus exponential 2. We have this. And this is a 2 function, 1, 2. So that will be equal to what? Laplace of 3t squared. Then minus Laplace of exponential to power 2t. Okay? Then don't forget this 3 is a constant. You can write it as a constant to come outside the integration. Then you have this. Then minus Laplace of so final conclusion, t squared will be 2 factorial. 3 is here. 3 times 2 factorial over x 3. Then plus minus. Here, for exponential, it will be 1 over x minus 2. That finished that. If you want to do the algebra, this will be 3 times 2 factorial is 2, and that will be 6. Okay? So that's that. We go to question 3. Question 3, Laplace of, we have 3 functions here. We have this one, we have this one, we have this one. So it's going to be Laplace of each of those functions, then plus Laplace of exponential to power t, and then minus what? Laplace of 1. Okay? So for this one, don't forget our table. We said in the table that Laplace of exponential to power at cos bt will give us what? Give us notes. Give us, when you have cos, it's going to be x minus t, attachment to your t. And whatever you have at the numerator, you have it also here. You square it. Then plus what? Attachment to your t, b squared. Okay? So for this one now, it's going to be, the answer will be x minus, what do you have here? The attachment to t here is minus 1. So it becomes what? It becomes plus 1 over x plus 1 squared. So I'm done with that. Then plus the second one here. For exponential, the attachment here is 1. So it's going to be 1 over x minus 1. And finally, the Laplace of 1 is what? Is 1 over what? 1 over x. And that finished that question. As I've been saying, is the use of the tables. If you can use the table well, then you can solve any questions. Okay? But the best thing for you is to lay your hand on questions, as many questions as possible. Okay? The more you do that, the more you get acquainted with Laplace. Yeah, question 4. we have Laplace of this function. Okay, I want to do it straight away without wasting time. So it's going to be 3 times, this will be 4 factorial over x5, then minus 2 times, this will be what? 2 factorial over what? Over x3, and then plus 1 over x. Okay, so 4 factorial times 3, that's 72 over x5, minus 2 factorial is 2, that's 2 times 2, that's 4. And that finished that question. Then we go to question 9. Laplace of 2t squared exponential to power minus t plus cos 4t. Okay, so this will be equal to what? Laplace of this minus Laplace of this, and then plus Laplace of this. And note, for the table, we know that Laplace of this will give us n factorial over what? X minus what? X minus a n plus 1. So the same thing we are going to use. This 2 is a constant. Okay, so you can go outside the Laplace. So that will be 2 times 2 factorial over x minus, what do you have here? The attachment here is minus 1. So that will make this one to become what? Minus minus. So plus what? Plus 1. Okay, and then what do you have here? This is 2. That's 2 plus 1. That's 3. Okay, then minus Laplace of t. Don't forget it has 1 as a exponent. And that will be what? 1 factorial over x cubed. Okay, then the last one there, this one, Laplace of 4t, that will be equal to x over x squared plus 4 squared, which is what? Which is 16. Okay, the attachment to your t is 4, so 4 squared, that's 16. So on the final note, this will be 2 times 2 factorial is 2, 2 times 2, that's 4 over x plus 1 to power 3, then minus 1 over x squared, then plus x over x squared plus 16. Okay, so that's that on question 5. That's that on question 5. Question 6, we have this question. Yeah, for this one, as we know, the Laplace of sum of functions will Laplace of each of those functions. From the table, this will be equal to, what do you have here? We have 2, so that will be 2 over x minus, the attachment to t is minus 2. So minus 2, then you square that. I'm done with that. Then I'm done with this. Then this one, that will be 2 factorial over x minus 3. What do you have here? 2 plus 1, that's 3. So on the final note, the answer will be 2 over x plus 2 squared, then plus 2 factorial is what? Is 2 over x minus 3 squared. And that finished that question. Okay. Then we go to the last question, question 7. We want to find the Laplace of this t minus 1 to power 4. So we want to find the Laplace of that. Before we can do the Laplace of these, we need to get the do the expansion using what? Using binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. That's the first thing we need to do to expand this. Then after the expansion, we can use the Laplace theorem. Okay, for us to do the binomial of this, it's going to be 4 combination 0, T4, plus 4 combination 1. This will start reducing, T3, and then the other function will start appearing, minus 1 to power 1, then plus 4 combination 2, T2, minus 1, then 4 combination 3, minus T, then minus 1 to power 3, then plus 4 combination 4, T to power 0, and then minus 1 to power 4. So that's the binomial is 1. So we have T4 here, plus 4 combination 1, that's 4, and then this one is minus 1 to power 1, so that will be minus 4. This will be minus 4. That will be minus 4, T3, then plus 4 combination 2. 4 combination 2, that's 6. That will be 6t squared. Okay, 4 combination 3, 4 times minus. Okay, so that's a minus 4t. Then the final one plus 4 combination 4 is 1, and then we just have 1 here because t to the power 0 is 1, and then minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. So that's what we have now. So we now have t minus 1 power 4. The Laplace of this will be equal to what? Will be equal to Laplace of t4 minus 4t cubed plus 6t squared minus 4t plus 1. Okay. So this will be equal to Laplace of this minus Laplace of this plus Laplace of this, then minus Laplace of this, then plus Laplace of 1. So the answer will now be, this will be what? 4 factorial over x5, then minus, this will be 4 times 3 factorial over 4, then plus 6 times 2 factorial over x3, then minus 4 times 1 factorial over x2, and then plus 1 over what? 1 over x. So that's that. The only thing for you to do is just to do the algebra.